Just put all that away. A little bit of water. A little bit of I could leave these out of my bag and just hold them. I might do that because I'll get a stick to put them on. Let's just do that. Or I might just put one of them in. Let's just try that. There we go. Let's get rid of them. Next stop, paradise. Oh, it's really a pair of balls made to look like dice. Oh. That became more difficult the more I was provoked, and provoked by many different levels. Once I did a curse on the Church of the Eastern Star, the 2 or 3 years after that have been punctuated with very unseemly experiences around me. But also, not just at other experiences, but also I'm responding more forcefully and more aggressively than I used to. Because I think these are just things that quietly make people sick and make different people all the time under the pretext of this, that, or the other. It's just like people can't always control how they behave. In fact, they rarely control how they behave in many different circumstances. That's unfortunate. I don't really need to. I just need to be treated with courtesy. That's all I need. Okay, my feet are cold. Let's keep walking. Oh. Holy shit, it's cold. Fuck. Let's keep going. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, it's cold. Oh. Well, I have gotten a bit sweaty. That's never a good thing, but it's hard not to. I got a lot of clothes on, but it doesn't seem to really help that much. Breeze. But at least my feet are dry. That is something. Myself the gift. I had to walk the rest of the day. So, what did I make it? 2 or 3 hours? These might not do much better, but they are rated as waterproof. It's not really rainy, it's just snowy, so I can just keep the snow from going into my shoes. Okay. Oh, okay. You have to have a strong mind to deal with abnormal psychology because essentially it's every day of your life. I find normal things from the past, the present, or the future, because you're dealing with things in the past to help you deal with things that are going to come along. You can see things. Human beings, white people, especially when they think they're in the right, will go out and behave in extremely ways that can't strictly be rationalized. There were two at the front of a BC ferry. These are massive ferries that hold 200 or 300 cars at a time, right? And these ferries operate all year long. They've been operating for 50 years and 60 years, what have you. And they can go, which are cabin, you could say, whatever it's called, a cabin or the deck, not the deck, anyway, the place where they navigate from, whatever it's called. I'm both going along, and I'm at the bow, and there's a couple of nice native people playing some music. There's no sign saying no music. They're outside. The wind is going by. There's a big steel door outside the cabin, the captain's or the navigation room, steerage. I don't know what it's called, where they steer the ship. And it's buffeting the wind, and it's open a little bit. It's summer, maybe let in some fresh air. And you hear this kind of mean voice come out and say, turn down the music. So they don't. Or they do for a bit and they turn it back up again. A mate comes out, this white guy says, I'm navigating the ship, turn it off, or I'm going to have the police called. He's like, what are you going on about? And the native man decides to stand up for himself. It's like, why are you being such an asshole? See, like, the whole tone of the white navigation officer who's, making a decent, probably lives in a nice neighborhood, is that, you are just scoundrels. And I told the native people, I said, I wrote into the BC Ferries, I told them, I said, what is he doing coming out if he's navigating the ship to deal with such things? He could have called of the 100 crew members they have to come and talk to them. Doing that, listen to music anywhere else on the ship, but I'm guessing they're hearing it and they say it's interfering with their job, which is bullshit, right? If that music is interfering with their job, then they don't fucking know their job, right? They got advanced electronics. They've never had a crash. They've got the easiest fucking shipping job in the world. I'm not saying it's easy. It's dangerous and you need to be very skilled. And I commend them for it, but it's not the hardest shipping route in the world. A 45-minute journey through a few very large islands, and it's all well marked and, everything. So, you move at 10 to 20 knots, and there you go. And I've never seen anything like that in my life. But the only time I've ever seen anything like this on ferries is between white men and women and native men. Isn't that amazing? Or native people. I never see any other violent interaction. Isn't that odd? Right? Now, this man, the native man, he was a bit younger than him, but he's still a grown man. They're joining. I went by and said, hi, I like the music. I don't see anything about going on BC Ferries that says you have to stop being a human being. So it was all just ridiculous. And they eventually moved. And nobody called the police. And I complained. And this is why I get the bad end of white people too. I actually hold up my hand. I didn't say it. I held up my hand to the navigation officer as if to say, cool down. Cool down. Let cooler tempers prevail. In other words, you've got options. You're in the dominant position. You're navigating a BC ferry ship. You've got any number of crew that you can call because you're standing 20 feet above this guy and going away from your job. Oh, you're taking me away from my job. It's like the police officer that comes up to fuck with you and be like, you're taking people's time. It's like, no, you're taking my time. They don't think your time is worth anything, you see. Their time is worth more than yours because when people are dominant, their time is worth more than yours. That's dominance, right? Their body, their needs are worth more than yours. That's how you know they're a predator. Police always think their time is worth more than yours is, right? No matter what, because they're predators. Do you understand? That's how you know they're predators. If I came up to you in public and I took 20 minutes of your time every time I talked to you, talked about the same thing, never asked you about anything about your life, right? you would say I'm a predator. I take all your fucking time. Right? So this guy is getting away outside the cabin saying, you've taken me away from my job. No, you left your fucking post. You could call any number of people, but I didn't go off. It's just going to make it worse. You know what I mean? Plus, I didn't want to be seen to be defending the red man. I wanted to let him defend himself. I just went up to his female and she probably didn't like me very much, I don't know. But I said, look, I'm going to make a report to them. I think that was totally wrong. And so, but they had kind of it probably happens to them all the time, you see. And it's irrational, right? That navigational officer, mental disorder. Right? It became an antagonistic, became a confrontational type of thing. Right? You could have confronted me. All right. So we've got about 15 to 20 minutes to get to our next position. To warm up a bit as I continue walking. I haven't seen anyone out here near the clay bank, so I'm the first one. Okay. I think I'm gonna take off one glove here and just stick it in my pocket because it's not working well from here. So, oop, oop-ah. Okay, here, let's do this. I find when you take one, you do a bit better. Oh, fuck. Let's keep going. Okay, let's keep going. Come on, we can do this. So these are the things I put my boundaries down. I step my foot down. To the degree, to the navigational officer, I just basically made the hand gesture of like, take it down, man. Like, you're in the power position here. You're in the advantage. Delegate. I said to him, why wouldn't they have just called a crew member? Because he really didn't have the right to yell at them. He didn't have the right to do anything. But he has, like a lot of women have, because he's white, the initiative. He can initiate no contest violence to the red man. Right? His tone of voice, his body language is stiff, it's antagonistic. If he had come out there and said, hey bro, we got that door open and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know, we're not really digging the music too much. I mean, you don't have to move, I guess, but we prefer if you just go somewhere else. And if not, if you can't turn it down a bit, I might have to get someone to just come and talk to you and maybe explain things because I'm busy driving the ship. And maybe you guys can work that out. But there's no noise ordinance on the ship. White people have rules for everything. White people have rules for everything. They have rules for like how you brush your teeth. You know how many white people have told me how to brush my teeth? Oh, you gotta brush it for 2 minutes, and you gotta do this, and you gotta do that. Like, white women grow up, it's like, they have to know how to brush their teeth. It's like a really big deal. It's like some sort of infant thing. And I'm surprised they don't tell people how to wipe their ass. Okay. It's only moisture because it's coming down from the trees. And my other hand is getting cold, so I'm gonna have to do something about that. Good. Good little trade-off. What did I do with that glove? Oh, I put it on the other hand. Okay. That's okay. All right. Good. Ooh, almost that hand now. Yeah, my feet are still feeling a little chilly. At least my hand will get better. Nobody out here yet. I love it. La 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 la. Getting the bridge in sight. Ooh. I think we'll get some sun at some point, so that'll be really good. Ooh, yeah, you want some sunlight, people? Yeah, I do. I know I do, man. I know I want some sunlight. I should talk to people like that. I want some sunlight. Hello there. Hi, Landon. Hello. I want some sunlight. I have lost my normal speaking voice. Where's the fucking sun? Give it to me now. Do you know it? Are you keeping it in your pocket? Is it in your vagina? I'm gonna go and get it in your vagina. Excuse me. Yeah. 25. Stop shopping stores. So there's this dude at the Chevron. I like talking because he's just nice. Health food people are so creepy and weird. Oh look, there's a path here. Somebody's been here before I did. Good. Goody goody two shoes lately. Good. You wanna go see the John? Do you want to see the John? I know I don't use the John, but there's some light coming towards the John. Look at sunlight. There's some sunlight coming through. The John is made for you. The John is made for you. I would never use these things. I squat in the forest, but let's check it out now. Cozy. Oh, the John is made for you. The John is made for you, so you can take a poo. So I want to know where the sun is. Ma'am, do you know where it is? I am the beast. Where is my beauty? It is gone. I must fuck her. I must fuck beauty back into my voice. There it is. There, I'm getting it back now. Oh, I just had to fuck some beauty. Oh, I fucked Beauty well there. Found her, fucked her. Fucked her good. That sounds so violent. Fucked her good. Oh, sex, hey? Yeah. Sex with white women, I expect. I've never had it. I've been raped by them. I can tell by the ones that have raped me. Sex, they don't even know what sex is.